Hello everyone. Today I wanted to do a short video on my new 4K Blu-ray player and the difference between playing from streaming sources as I've done before and playing from Blu-ray directly. In front of me we have the entry-level Blu-ray player. It's a Ultra HD HDR Blu-ray player from Samsung. It's the UBD Key 85 K8500. It's as many of you may know, or some of you may know, it's not the best Blu-ray player on the market, but for 150 euros it's pretty much a very easy entry-level Blu-ray player. Along with it came 4 movies, The Revenant, Kingsman, The Martian and Life of Pi. And so far I've been really hyped about how good the performance is. To get the most out of the C7 OLED, in my opinion, there's not that much material to use on it. At the moment, there's simply not enough. You do have the Netflix originals, the Amazon originals, but as of now there's simply not that much offering, and most of it is either exclusively to Netflix or they're mostly demo videos. So to get the most out of your high-end OLED TV, you simply don't have many other options than to go with a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player. Here for me we have some decent titles, whereas some of you know The Life of Pi is one of the most amazing movies on Blu-ray. The TV really does show its best working with the Blu-ray player, whereas with streaming sources the quality will always be slightly worse. And by slightly I mean it really depends on the source, but the best HDR streams still don't get as close as the Blu-ray does, because you simply don't seem to have any compression with Blu-ray discs, whereas streaming does have its compression. For example, I have a very fast internet connection, but even on my TV you do still see some compression in streaming videos from YouTube or other sources. Whereas with 4K HDR you simply don't have anything of that. The screen is incredibly crisp, it looks amazing, and you almost get the most out of your TV. Obviously you could get a better Blu-ray player, but at the moment I'm not really interested in paying 800 for an Oppo Blu-ray player. It is better than this one, but in my idea it's not worth extra money at the moment, especially considering how fast these things seem to drop in price. The Samsung started at 500 euros last year, and the crazy thing is it dropped all the way to 100 to 200 euros at the moment, which is a decrease of almost 60-70% in 1 year. So I'm not sure whether the other high-end 4K Blu-ray players will follow, but it does tell you something about the investment, which is the same with the C7 obviously. I'm sure in a year or two you'll be able to get this TV maybe for 1,000 in stores, but it simply shows how fast technology can decrease in price, and whether it's worth it to invest in these types of technologies. If I would have to recommend some movies, I would really recommend Life of Pi if you're getting a 4K HDR player. The Martian also looks pretty decent on HDR, and yeah, to get the most out of your OLED, if you have one, I would definitely recommend buying a Blu-ray player, even if it's entry level like this one, because it simply gives you the chance to get the most out of your television. And as the C7 is the best television on the market right now, it's almost a shame to let all that extra which you get from the TV to just get it to waste by only streaming. I myself am a major proponent of streaming sources. I really like Netflix and also its less legal counterparts, but at the moment the things you can stream from Netflix and other sources, even from YouTube, it's very small, and A-list movies will probably not get on these streaming services by at least a couple of years. So my advice would be to get even a cheap 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player to simply enjoy A-list movies with the best quality possible, which you're truly getting with these 4K Ultra HD HDR DVDs, because these are really top of the line. As a side note, I would really like to show some clips from these movies, but if I were to do that, I wouldn't be able to upload this video anymore because of copyright, obviously, so I cannot show you any footage. That's simply the state as it is on YouTube. They might think I'll be uploading an entire movie, so that's out of the question. But so far I'm really happy with the TV. It shows amazing picture quality, it's unparalleled, and I'm also very happy with Ultra HD Blu-ray player. It's still kind of expensive for a Blu-ray player at 150 euros, but considering how much the price could drop, it's not the worst investment. At most, this player could end up at about, let's say, 100 or 70 euros in a couple of years. So to wait another few years for that $70 reduction is a little too long, so I simply bought it right now. And it's also to get the most out of this TV. So my recommendation would be to invest in the Samsung or other Blu-ray HDR player, and enjoy the movies which you like, because streaming services simply don't offer this type of quality yet. Hopefully they'll be there one day where all content will be 4K HDR, but at the moment it's you're having very little choice for on all legal streaming services, and even illegal ones don't offer 4K that much, or it's incredibly hard to find. So another great thing why I chose the Samsung Key 8500 is because it has an optical out, and the Dolby Digital from the Sonos gets sent through the HDMI. So this Samsung player actually redirects the Dolby Digital signal to the Sonos through the HDMI, whereas other all Blu-ray players, with the exception of the Oppo, don't do this. So with all other Blu-ray players from Panasonic, LG or any other brand except the Oppo 203, the Sonos speakers will not have a 5.1 sound with movies. So this is something which is only limited to the Samsung, and hopefully the new one too. So that was another main thing to consider. So all in all, it still looks kind of sleek. I really like having a very minimalist setup, because as you can see, you only see a play bar, a Blu-ray player and the TV. At the moment I'm pretty satisfied with how everything's looking. Image quality is amazing. The only downside is that the Ambilight isn't with the LG, obviously. You do have some camera apps, but they don't provide the same immersion, but then again the picture quality is a lot better. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Unfortunately I couldn't show you any content on the Blu-ray player, but it's simply to give you an impression what difference a Blu-ray player can make in content offering, which streaming services don't have. So thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and stay tuned for my next videos. Goodbye and have a nice day.